Hey guys, it's Fiona from Eventide Reads, and today I'm here to do a little bit of a what I've read recently and what I'm planning on reading next. So, recently read and current TBR, I guess. Those of you who've been following for a long time know that I've been really struggling to read the last year or so, and I finally went for an eye test. Turns out I needed a new prescription. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, so I have stronger glasses now, and oh my god, has it made a world of difference. I am finally reading again, and it's so nice. It's just so good to be reading again. So I thought I would quickly talk about a couple of books I've read. Well, in fact, the 3 books I've read so far this year. The first book is Caraval, which I got as a proof, as you can see, because the finished one is a hardback, which I do have down here ready to haul. And yeah, so the reason I wanted to read this is because it sounded amazing, and also because Stephanie Garber is actually coming to my shop very shortly, so I wanted to actually try and read a few books ahead of time in case, you know, she brought up a point about something that I thought was interesting, I wanted to discuss or whatever, you know, because obviously when you do these kind of things you get a Q&A session at the end, so there's a chance to ask a question if I so feel like it. So Caraval's a really interesting book. At first I really wasn't sure. I didn't like Scarlett very much, the main character, but the further I got into it I was like, what's going on? Something weird is happening here, and I just know it. And I love the fact that the main love interest called her Crimson. There was just something about the twist on the nickname just was really cool, and it just was like, oh yes, I like you. And then it was just, at the end was like, here's the ending, oh wait, here's the ending, oh wait, here's the ending. And you're just like, what is this? And also I thought this was a standalone. It's the first book in a series, at least a duology. But I gave it 4 stars, I really enjoyed it, and once I got my glasses, because I was partway trying to read it before I had my glasses, I really flew through the last part of it and loved it. So, highly recommended. The next book is Unconventional by Maggie Harcourt. This was sent to my book club to read. This book and the next book I'm going to talk about are both authors on a panel that I'm chairing come the end of Feb, and that's quite scary. Oh! So Unconventional is about a family who runs a convention, and the main character is, you know, her best friends are the people who run the conventions with her. There are these kids around a similar age who they get together a couple of months and do these conventions. I really loved that, like, each section was about a different convention. They went to a different convention, something else happened. And this book is purely about fangirling, and it was just really enjoyable. Such a good, lovely read. And to get me, this was actually the first book I read in the year, to get me started reading again, even though I didn't have my glasses. Took me a while to read because I didn't have my glasses. But I really enjoyed what I could read of it, and I did read the whole thing eventually. It just took me a little while. Very light, fluffy. It's going to be a great summer read, and it is purely about being a nerd, being a geek, being a fangirl, being all the things that we as YA book lovers love. Like I said, very light, sweet. Again, I gave this 4 stars, really enjoyed it. And the other book, and one of the other people on the panel, is All About Mia by Elisa Williamson. So this book is about 3 sisters, and Mia, who's our main character, is the middle sister, and I related to this book so much. I too am a middle sister, and the kind of thoughts Mia had about her perfect older sister was something I totally and utterly understand, and my older sister and I did not get on as teenagers. We had to share a bedroom, and we hated each other, like genuinely hated each other. And I thought she was the most annoying, stuck up, trying to be perfect, oh my god, she's so annoying kind of sister. And even as we got a little bit older, when she went away to uni, I was like, this is it, don't have to deal with her anymore. She was still the perfect child kind of thing. She's had a lot of shit happen to her since, and I respect her very much so now as a woman who has come out the other side and gone, you know what, fuck all of you, I'm gonna deal with this. So to actually see their relationship really change in this book by the end of this book was really lovely to see, and something that can so bond them, because, you know, I love my sister, I love my sister's kids, but my sister's 30 and I'm 27. Like, it's taken us a long time to get to this point. So anyone who's having sister problems, I highly recommend this book. I would say I'm part Mia, part Audrey. Sometimes I feel a little bit like a wallflower. I'm like a little bit shy in person, but on YouTube I can be as loud as I want to be. Yeah, excuse my rambling. It's a really, really fun book, a really real book. It felt so real. I could, like, every character was justified and what they were saying made sense, and everything that happened was just really well told. And yes, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't do. Like, I say I'm a lot like Mia, but I'm like just her thoughts about her sister, because I don't do the rest of it, but I can understand why she's like this. And she's a really interesting character, and you want her to succeed, and you're just rooting for her. And I really, really enjoyed it. It's the first Lisa Williamson book I've read, which is really sad because I've owned a proof of her first book for however many years since before it came out. I know, it's really bad. But highly recommend this book. Really, really enjoyed it. You guys should definitely check it out. So Maggie and Lisa, along with Holly Smale, whose books I have read in the past, are on a panel in Manchester at Waterstone's Deansgate on the 26th of February. And I'm chairing that panel with those three, so if you have any questions or anything you would like them to answer, please leave it in a comment. I would love to read it and maybe add it to the list. I do have some, but it's always nice to get other people's opinions and thoughts as well, because everyone reads a book slightly differently. Now is a rather ambitious TBR for the rest of February and probably part of March. Because I will read manga in between this. I haven't even put manga on the pile. To break things up a bit, I'm going to delve into some non-fiction with Shrill by Lindy West. This is a signed copy I got from an event when she came to visit last year, and it's quite small, and I feel like with everything that's happening in the world, to talk more about and read more about women is very important to me. So really looking forward to reading this and hopefully really enjoying it. I had originally meant to read this book in January before it came out, but I didn't get a chance, and that's Heartless by Marissa Mayer, which is out now. You can go and purchase it from shops. It's kind of like anti-Valentine's from what I know. So, you know, it's probably around the right time to read it because I don't do Valentine's. I work in retail. It is commercial, no matter what people say. So yes, I want to read this very, very soon. The next one is Geek Arella by Ashley Poston. I've had this for a little while. My co-worker Kimmy says it's amazing. In fact, it's her February book of the month, I believe. I will leave her, as always, link down below. So yes, really looking forward to reading Geek Arella, and I really hope to get to it very, very soon. And the last book on my current TBR is Letters to the Lost by Bridget Camara. I really want to get to this soon. I loved Bridget's other books and I'm really looking forward to this. I believe this comes out in, it comes out in April, so I've got a bit of time, which is why it's last on the TBR. I knew there was a reason. Interspersed between this TBR, I'm sure will be plenty of manga. As always, my Goodreads is linked down below so you can see what manga I'm reading. I'm gonna hopefully do another video about manga soon. Might even go up before this one. Who knows? So those are books I've read recently and books I want to read soon. Is there anything you guys are currently reading that I need to get on ASAP? And what are you looking forward to coming out in February? There are some really awesome releases besides Caraval and things like that. Yeah, it's some great stuff. I hope you guys have an amazing day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!